If you haven't seen it yet, this video is blowing up the FPS community. Developed and posted by Twitter user Alexander Spindler, the video has been seen by over 9 million people and has answered the question, what's the most realistic-looking first-person shooter? The war-torn urban landscape is a perfect setting to demonstrate 3 critical reasons why most games that reach for the realism holy grail fail to even come close. And here's hoping Alexander doesn't fall into these traps. Twitter naturally compresses video, so it'd be interesting to see the original, but from what Alexander has shown off, it's blowing everyone's mind because it does this one weird trick that all gamers hate. Gives us less. It's a paradox, but shooters aiming for realism always fail the Turing test for the simple reason that they look too good. Less visual information is actually more. Take a look at these 2 frames. Once the scene is lit up, you can start to pick out imperfections, and the fantasy is broken. Real life isn't high resolution. Real life is blurry, fuzzy, and imperfectly lit. And that's a big reason why the video looks like some soldier's live stream footage. If this unnamed project wants to keep its look and be a modern game, it has to find a way to deliver a 4K resolution experience without giving us the typical 4K experience. If it fails to do that, then say hello to another Tarkov, high-res textures, great lighting, technically beautiful, but doesn't look remotely real. We've all seen videos shot on GoPros attached to someone's helmet or chest before. Alexander's decision to make an FPS oriented around a body cam instead of a traditional in-game camera helps sell the realism. By the looks of it, he's on his way to nailing the balance between Jason Bourne shaky camera syndrome and the stable camera we all come to expect in a first-person shooter. If you want to see an example of how not to implement a realistic camera in your game, go check out the recently released trailer for another upcoming Unreal Engine 5 FPS, Shrapnel. To be a functional game though, Alexander might need to tune down the camera wobble and pull back the fish-eyed lens, and that might end up destroying the realism. It'll be interesting to see how the camera evolves in the development process, but we might end up disappointed. It doesn't matter how realistic the game looks. Mortal Kombat literally scanned in actors for the first 3 games. If Alexander can't get this right, everything falls apart. If you're old enough, you remember that the 2000s era of the internet was dominated by Flash games and videos. And at that time, no other Flash content was eating up high school cafeteria conversation like the Newgrounds Xiao Xiao stick figure series. It exposed one important law about all interactive media. Animation makes or breaks immersion. It didn't matter that Xiao Xiao's character models were literal stick figures. The animation alone elevated the series to GOAT status. Our brains filled in the blanks and we may as well have been watching a Hong Kong kung fu flick. And that's what's going to sabotage Alexander's unnamed game if they screw it up. If you look closely, the illusion of realism breaks at parts in the video where NPCs are being shot at. You can have 1 trillion pixels on the screen, ray tracing cranked up to 11, and 400 frames per second. If objects in the world move funny, the mindfuck collapses. It's the most exciting time to be a gamer, and this viral video is proof of it. Alexander has opened up a new Pandora's box for the gaming industry. A level of fidelity and style accessible by anyone through Unreal Engine 5. While games like God of War Ragnarok and Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy may look great, they still look like video games. Imagine playing in worlds where our brains fall hook, line, and sinker for visual effects the same way we don't suspect a thing in some of Hollywood's greatest achievements. That's the world we're heading to, and it can't come soon enough. So what do you guys think? The chances of this game making it to beta might be slim to none, but we now know this is possible. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to give the vid a like and subscribe to the channel, and as always, stay cool, gentlemen.